Today, the Kenya Met Department announced moderate to heavy rainfall expected starting tomorrow to the 20th of September 2021 in at least 21 counties. And these are some of the ones you can see listed on your screen. Now, the counties are in the highlands west of the Rift Valley, the Lake Victoria Basin, the Central Rift Valley, northwestern Kenya, and the highlands east of the Rift Valley. What is interesting is that there might be rainfall in some of these areas, which are also under a drought alert, namely northwestern Kenya, Turkana and Samburu, northeastern Kenya, these counties, and the coast as well, Kilifi, Lamu, and Kwale, just to name a few. Now, to help us understand exactly how all this will come to be, let's bring in Dr. Richard Muita, who's the Assistant Director, Climate Services at the Kenya Met Department. Daktari, thanks so much for your time. And help us understand these peculiar weather patterns, because we've got a drought alert last week in about 21 counties, a rainfall alert starting tomorrow in 21 counties. How does a farmer plan with this kind of erratic weather patterns, especially in some of those counties?
Thank you very much, Waihiga, for having me. Good to see you. Actually, the rains that we expect in the coming 7 days are more concentrated on the western parts of the country, the Lake Victoria Basin, areas like Kisumu, Migori, Busia, and some areas in central Kenya, central highlands, central Rift Valley, and areas in the southern Rift Valley. Some parts of northwestern Kenya may also be getting these rains, but much of the eastern sector of the country is largely not expected to receive any significant rainfall, and therefore not good news for those who come from those areas, because we know that a severe drought has been registered in those areas. So at the moment we are looking more at the western half of the country, as opposed in contrast to the eastern part of the country, where the drought was declared.
Okay, thank you for making that clear. And before I let you go, we also know that in certain parts of the country there's been cold weather for a prolonged period, especially in Nairobi from, I would say, actually May or June. What's that all about, and when might it fully clear?
Well, Waihiga, maybe you come again. I didn't hear clearly.
Okay, I was asking any reason as to the cold weather that's been, been very normal now in Nairobi for the last 3 months or so, and other parts of the country. Very peculiar, some have said. What's that about?
Well, the cold spell within the highlands east, including Nairobi, is not unusual. I remember at the same time last year, the media was saying that what is July doing in September? So, in other words, the same factors or drivers that has been causing the cold air mass coming from the southern part of the continent is still the one affecting these areas, and that's why we're still feeling the cold.
Thank you so much, Dr. Richard Muita, just helping us understand our weather patterns at this time. And for those of you in the counties that we mentioned, especially towards the west of the country, you can expect rain between moderate to heavy over the next 7 days, starting from tomorrow. Dr. Richard Muita, Assistant Director, Climate Services at the Kenya Met Department. Asante sana for your time.